Nagurski Transportation, Northland Sales and Service, Arrowhead Transit, the Rainy River Veterinary Hospital, Howard Cenex East, Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center, Green Larson Mortuary, Galac Logging, Hometown Hobby and Crafts, DCA, City Drug, Enbridge, Service Master, Snap Fitness, Up North Builders, Wimmer's Towing, Cape, the Rainy Lake Medical Center, Deckers Family Care, Ekman Motors, The Dent Shop, Horns Hardware Hank, Beyond Aesthetics, North Star Electric, Napa Auto Parts, Henderson Flying Service, True Star, Northern Lumber, Randy's Tire and Auto, Domino's, Studio B Flooring, the Falls International Airport, and the Outdoorsman's Headquarters. Now it's time for the battle by the border between the Broncos and the Vikings on Lakes Country 104.1. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Littlefork Big Falls Gymnasium as we get set for high school girls basketball as the LBF Vikings take on the International Falls Broncos. Tim Ringhofer joining you here from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box. Start your voyage at Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-285-7722. While the junior high game just got completed, the crowd is into a frenzy after the game because the LBF Vikings won that game by a final score of 23-16. The Vikings led it 8-5 at half. The Broncos tied it at 14, tied it at 16, and then the Vikings scored the last 7 points. So the faithful here in Littlefork very, very enthused with that result, and that's what we've got here. So the teams are just about ready to come out onto the floor. We're going to have a little extended pregame show here just so that we can get both sets of sponsors in, because that is important that you get both sets of sponsors in. That's how we take care of things. And again, if you hear these businesses and you attend these businesses, you stop in at these businesses, make sure that you thank them. And if you don't, make sure that you do, because these are the businesses that allow us to bring you the Vikings and the Broncos all season long. We can't do it without them. These two teams played on January 30th, on Monday, so just over 2.5 weeks ago in the Falls, and the Broncos won it by a final score of 73-38. So when you look at this game, you'd say, hey, this is probably in favor of the Broncos, and it probably should be. Bigger school and all the rest of that stuff. But don't let Gary Chelgren hear you say that. I think he's ready to go. He's very happy with where his team is at. They're healthy. He said, I've only got one scratch tonight. I haven't been able to say that all year long. Maybe you look over on the other side of the ledger for Coach Brandon Barris, no scratches on tonight. He's got everybody healthy. Matter of fact, he said, we've had everybody at practice the last couple days. I don't remember the last time that happened. Maybe it's never happened. So that is a big deal, for lack of a better term. It's a big deal for these teams to be able to be healthy this time of the season. They've been dealing with illnesses and injuries, and now maybe down the stretch run, here we go, because this is the second to last game for the Broncos on the season, as they have this game here tonight, and then they play Deer River next Thursday down in Deer River. For LBF, they've got the game here tonight, and then they've got 3 big games next week, and Coach Chelgren talked about those games during the pregame interview, so I'll leave that to him and won't bring that up again here, as you'll hear it there. But you're listening to the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show. Have you checked out Hometown Hobby and Crafts' large array of merchandise? Not only do they have everything to make your school or craft project the best it can be, but they've also got so much more: puzzles, baking supplies, largest supply of yarn in the borderland area, stencils. Stop and see Hometown Hobby and Crafts at 327 3rd Street in downtown International Falls. For you Bronco fans, give me a text at 218-324-3053. Let me know who you think is going to score the first point for the Broncos in this game. If you are correct, you're going to win a $5 gift certificate to Domino's. And while you have your phone out, maybe a little late supper, 218-283-3444. Or you can go to Domino's.com to order your favorite pizza, chicken wings, pasta, or a sandwich online at Domino's.com. We're going to take a break here on the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show for Viking and Bronco girls basketball. When we come back, the interview with head coach Gary Chelgren. You're listening to Bronco and Viking girls basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is Brady Jelly, real estate lender at True Star Federal Credit Union. Has your great project list of 2023 already been started? Is it time for a new kitchen or bathroom? Does your basement need to be updated? We can give you the tools to start checking the projects off your list and put your home's equity to work. Ask for more information at True Star Federal Credit Union. Schedule an appointment with me, and we can find the best option to fit your needs. True Star, where banking is brighter, equal housing lender, Federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
The Outdoorsman's
Hi, this is Chris Lassila, Vice President and Branch Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with Northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. From low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of artist experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on the amazing offers we're dropping this summer. Okay, not gonna lie.
To the pregame show, being joined by head coach Gary Chelgren from the LBF Vikings. Coach, here we are towards the end of the season. He's got a smile on his face, everybody. Is that good news for tonight for your girls and having nearly a full lineup?
Yeah, it's nice to, I'll take crossing off one or two girls, we got a couple girls back cleared and started practice this week again, and feels good, especially coming into this final stretch where we got a couple big games next week, and to get healthy right now is a big deal for our team.
I know we're not supposed to do this on the game, but I do want to talk about those 3 games that you have next week. You said a couple of them are big. Which 2 of those in your mind are big games? Obviously tonight, but which ones are those?
Next week, Northland, Reamer, Hill City. That one's going to be huge for playoff seeding, and it's pretty much going to determine who our opponent is, obviously. But it's not only decides that, but if we go to the 1 or the 2 seed in the second round, if we win that first playing game, which is a big deal. There's a big difference between MIB and Cromwell. They're both very good teams, but we have more of a fighting shot at Cromwell, I think so. But between that game and that Lake of the Woods game on Friday, it's going to be Parents' Night and hopefully a big crowd here. So.
All right, let's move back to tonight's game. Obviously, these teams played a few weeks ago up at the Falls, and you guys lost that game. But talk about what you've done in the meantime to get things better and to change your fortunes for tonight's game.
We got a couple girls coming back. Like I talked to you last time before the game, changing up defense. We've been working on it more and more in practice, and defense is going to turn into offense. So, and these girls believe in that motto too, and rebound the ball better and stop slapping so much. I think we'll be doing a lot better tonight. So
yeah, obviously the defense, so from what I'm hearing, more aggressive, more up in your face, or more full court. What are we talking about? Give me a little hint so I can prepare myself.
A little more aggressive. There's a couple girls we have to pull back because they like to slap, but there's a lot of good things that we've been seeing lately out of these girls on defense. Obviously, last week we played Northholm, and they're a very good team. But the score was lopsided, but we did see a lot out of that game to where it was very encouraging, and their coach even said it to me too. It was very encouraging. These girls don't quit, and they're really good on the defensive end of the ball.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Head coach Gary Chelgren from the Littlefork Big Falls Vikings. Appreciate his time. That interview brought to you by Up North Builders, expert construction in International Falls, planning, management, and experience, and it makes a difference. Up North Builders. Just a reminder, you can give me a text at 218-324-3053. Let me know who you think is going to score the first point for the Broncos in this basketball game. Winner's going to receive a $5 gift certificate to Domino's. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear from head coach Brandon Barris of the International Falls Broncos. You're listening to the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show for Bronco and Viking girls basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
2 weeks, less than 2 weeks left in the regular season, a week left in the regular season. How's the team faring?
Good. I think other than one girl, we're healthy. So that's been, knock on wood. That's been something that hasn't happened much this season. I was talking to the coach of Warroad a couple days ago, and I said, I don't know how many times we've even had the same starting lineup throughout the year. We've definitely had some changes, so it's been nice to have a little bit of consistency with practice this week, having girls there, and going into a game not having girls mixed practice.
Talk about the game at Warroad the other night, and a nice win.
Yeah, and we went into it, playing, knowing that we needed to play our game, box out, and that kind of stuff. What I didn't expect was the whistles to blow as frequently as they did. That was pretty crazy how many fouls were called. I think there were 50 fouls called in that game. It was pretty.
50 necessary fouls though?
Yeah, they were calling things because girls were being handsy, and it was going both ways. They weren't tackling each other or anything like that. There were a couple times it got a little bit physical, but that'll happen. But it was kind of fun to watch Lola shoot that many free throws.
Yeah, and to make 14 of them, it ties the school record. Kind of a cool deal for her to get that opportunity. One thing I will say, this team has struggled a little bit at the free throw line during the year. Am I seeing that correctly?
Yeah, and that's a big focus in practice, and typically we do well in practice, but you can't really simulate being that tired or, going up and down and then shooting on the line when you've got people, getting ready to box you out and stuff like that. So it's just something we've continued to work on, and we do have a couple girls who hit a pretty good percentage.
Talk about tonight's game. What do you want to see your team get accomplished?
I just want to see us play a good team game. It's been a while since mostly everybody's been healthy. Go into it, see how the girls play together, see the chemistry, passing well. Warroad and Nashwauk, it was nice to see the girls really look for each other and help each other get open shots.
What do you need to do to keep Littlefork Big Falls in check?
Last time we let them get a couple easy open shots, which kept them in the game longer than we wanted them. But same thing is just play good defense and not do anything silly when it comes to turnovers or allowing them to score.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Head coach Brandon Barris of the International Falls Bronco girls team. And that interview brought to you by Up North Builders, expert construction in International Falls. They've got planning, they've got management, and they've got experience. And it makes a difference. Up North Builders. We're going to take another break here on the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show. When we come back, keys to the game for the Broncos. Well, maybe for the Vikings. as well. Brought to you by Rainy Lake Houseboats. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show for Bronco and Viking girls basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on your live event.
A message from CAPE, Couchiching Area Prevention and Education. Be present. Most Falls High students do not feel pressured to drink alcohol by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Couchiching County through prevention, education, collaboration, and shared leadership to reduce alcohol and tobacco use among youth and young adults. Together, we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities grant funding.
The Propane Gas Association recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Remaining on the clock, so that means we're about 10 minutes away from the start of this game. We're not going to get started on time. That's the story of our lives in the sports world. Dwayne and I, we never get started on time. Hey, by the way, tomorrow, just in case you're listening and you haven't heard yet, the Bronco boys hockey team has a home playoff game tomorrow. That game is going to be played at 1:30 against Moose Lake area. Our pregame coverage will start at 1:10. If you're surprised, imagine my surprise when I got the text about 10:55 this morning. I thought the text would come about 10:15 because I thought it was a slam dunk that the seed meeting would go just exactly as I thought it would. But apparently it took a lot longer, and it didn't go the way of the Broncos, as they are the number 7 seed instead of the 6 seed. So they play Moose Lake area in the play-in game tomorrow at Bronco Arena. So Pee Wee A hockey at 9 and 11. Bronco varsity at 1:30. Bronco Pee Wee A tournament action at 4 and 6 basically is the day. So go to Bronco Arena, just sit down, bring your cash with, bring your blankie with, and you can watch hockey from 9 a.m. basically till about 8 p.m. tomorrow night at Bronco Arena with quality hockey games going on throughout the day. It's time for our Rainy Lake Houseboat keys to the game. Rainy Lake Houseboats is located on magnificent Rainy Lake. It's where the highways end and the ancient waterways begin. Rainy Lake Houseboats offer amazing Minnesota houseboat vacations on Rainy Lake in Voyageurs National Park. Call 1-800-554-9188. Well, key to the game for the Broncos here is not to let LBF hang around. I mean, that to me, they won by 35 points last time. That is the key. Get out, get a big lead, get comfortable, and then keep doing what you're doing. And I think it really is that simple. The key for Littlefork Big Falls Vikings, coach talked about it, putting pressure on, getting pressure and doing things that they need to do to be aggressive and get after the ball, but do it without fouling. And that's the key to the game for LBF, because if they get into foul trouble, their bench is not as deep as the Broncos, and that would pose a big problem for the Vikings in this game. And that is your keys to the game, brought to you by Rainy Lake Houseboats. You can call them at 1-800-554-9188. Next week, busy week, Monday afternoon, we're going to have Lakers hockey on the air as they play a holiday matinee against the Wisconsin Lumberjacks. Pregame to start at 2 o'clock. If the Bronco boys hockey team wins tomorrow, and in theory they should, they would play Tuesday night down at Rockridge. We'll have that game for you on Tuesday. Then on Thursday, we're going to have swimming and diving championships from Hibbing on your live event. We've got the Bronco girls scheduled for Deer River, and we may have hockey for you on that night as well, depending upon whether it's the Broncos or the Muskies. We'll have to see how everything plays out. And then, of course, it just gets all crazy from there because basketball playoffs start the following week, and hockey playoffs will be continuing. And it's gonna be madness, folks. Let's take one more break here on the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show. Don't forget, you can give me a text at 218-324-3053. Let me know who you think's going to score that first point for the Broncos in this basketball game. Winner or winners win a $5 gift certificate. We'll be right back.
Happy New Year from Ekman GM. With that said, new vehicles coming in at Ekman GM of International Falls. You need to get in now because these won't last. A brand new 2023 Chevrolet Silverado 3500 HD LTZ diesel. Sale price is $80,125. Or this brand new 2023 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 RST. Sale price is only $61,905. Chevrolet, find new roads. Find out more at EkmanIFalls.com.
City Drug, your community health mart pharmacy, invites you to eat well and live better with Frontier Soups. Gluten-free, non-GMO, no added salt or preservatives. The homemade minute mixes offer a variety of easy-to-prepare soups. South of the border tortilla and Chicago bistro French onion are best-selling favorites. Try Minnesota Heartland 11 bean soup or the always popular Rocky Mountain Trail loaded potato soup. Frontier Soups, clearly made from ingredients you know. City Drug Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Hi, this is Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk. Make your plans today to visit Cooperstown and the Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum.
There it goes, a long drive. If it stays fair, home run.
Reconnect with your memories of the game and make new memories with your family. Check out baseballhall.org today for more information.
Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there, Joe.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, preserving history, honoring excellence, and connecting generations.
Howard Cenex East invites you to see all they have to offer. Cenex East carries Canadian bakery bread, Wisconsin's best meat and cheese sticks, and other healthy snacks, along with a wide variety of chips, candy, and beverages. Howard Cenex East offers a 7-cent per gallon discount on gas and fuel when paying with cash. Hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 9 to 6, and closed on Sunday. If you're looking for fun and rewarding jobs, stop into Cenex East and pick up an application. Howard Cenex East, Highway 53.
Welcome back here to LBF as the school song gets played, and we'll have the national anthem and starting lineups coming up here momentarily. As I got to get a message out here first, and all right, we're ready to go here. As the teams get onto their respective line, the Broncos on the sideline, the Vikings on the end line, baseline for volleyball. And again, we're got Viking and Bronco girls basketball here for you on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com. As I believe we're going to get the national anthem here in a moment. So what we'll do is we'll take a break for that, and then we will come back with the starting lineups brought to you by the Sports Shop. And we'll be right back here. You've been listening to the pregame show for Bronco and Viking girls basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Chance of flurries tonight, otherwise cloudy. Lows around 14. West winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Overcast tomorrow, high temperatures reach up to 31. Cloudy skies expected again tomorrow night, snow likely, lows level off around 20. 1 to 3 inches of snow tomorrow night through Monday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki from the Weatherology Weather Center on Lakes Country. Currently, it's 27.
Winter got an early start this year, and the Sports Shop has a great selection of winter sports gear in stock. From hockey skates to figure skates and hockey gear to sticks, and we have you covered from head to toe. Of course, we will offer skate sharpening, heat fitting, and skate repair. Snowshoes are a great way to get outside and enjoy the winter wonderland, and the Sports Shop has snowshoes for all ages. We're restocking our supply of Bronco apparel, and have your students stop in to try on that fall's high leather jacket. If you're already thinking about spring, we have bikes in stock, and we do bike repairs all year long. All of this and more at the Sports Shop in downtown International Falls.
A message from CAPE, Couchiching Area Prevention and Education. Be present. Most Falls High students do not feel pressured to drink alcohol by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Couchiching County through prevention, education, collaboration, and shared leadership to reduce alcohol and tobacco use among youth and young adults. Together, we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities grant funding.
Have you checked out Junkers at 421 Main Street in Littlefork? Junkers opened in April and is your new option for building materials plus kitchen and bath design in the borderland. Junkers has siding, roofing, windows, doors, and garage doors for your exterior, and cabinets and vanities along with quartz and laminate countertops for your interior. And they deliver. Junkers is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and you can follow them on Facebook. Call 218-250-5101 with questions for the friendly and hardworking staff at Junkers in Littlefork. Welcome back here to the LBF Gymnasium. Starting lineups being given there, brought to you by the Sports Shop for honest service and fair prices on bikes, hockey equipment, snowshoes, and more. Come to the Sports Shop in downtown International Falls. Let's start with the visitors, the Broncos in their road whites, purple numerals, purple and gold trim. Down the side, a sophomore, number 3, Kale Taylor. Number 5, a junior, Gracie Swenson. A sophomore, number 12, Piper Tomzak. A junior, number 22, Lola Valenzuela. And the senior, number 31, Gracie Bissonette. For the LBF Vikings, a sophomore, number 4, Caden Schmidbauer. A sophomore, number 5, Megan Galusha. A sophomore, number 14, Cora Gustafson. A freshman, number 21, Miley Davis. And a sophomore, number 33, Lacey Eidman. And those are your starting lineups brought to you by the Sports Shop in downtown International Falls. Bear with me, folks, as I continue to work through this cough. I swear it's going to get better someday, maybe. I'm hoping, I'm praying. It's got to stop someday. Some people might say maybe when it's all over. Yeah, it's a possibility here, folks. All right, here we go. Vikings in their home blacks, orange and white trim, orange numerals. They are going right to left, your home team. Here from the LBF Gymnasium, Piper Tomzak versus Megan Galusha. Ball is up, tipped, and we are underway, and Kaden Schmidbauer has possession. She almost went the wrong way. She turns, drives right to the hoop, puts it up off the glass. No good. Swenson with the rebound. She dribbles up the near sideline, gets it to Lola Valenzuela as they go left to right, puts up an off-balance shot as there was some contact, and coming up with the rebound is Miley Davis. Back come the Vikings. And losing the handle on it was Megan Galusha, so the Bronco basketball. So up and down. We're 20 seconds in. The ball's already gone up and down the floor 3 times as we've been pretty busy right here. Little pressure here. 1-3-1 by the Vikings. So we're seeing a little bit of a zone press. Back door goes Piper Tomzak. Up, left that one short. Rebound into the hands of Lacey Eidman. Off to Cora Gustafson, who will walk the ball up the floor. So each team has had 2 possessions thus far, and we're 35 seconds in. Galusha, right wing. Gets it to the elbow to Davis, and she fires it up, and she's got the first bucket of this ball game. It goes to Miley Davis. And we'll talk about that bucket being brought to you by Wimmer Towing here in just a moment. Lola Valenzuela into the front court. Piper Tomzak, 2-pointer on the way. Splash from the corner, but inside of the 3-point line, so we are tied at 2. Top of the key, Schmidbauer tries to go inside to Eidman. Ball on the floor, reaching down and getting a tie-up here is going to be Gracie Bissonette. It's going to be Bronco basketball. The first point of the game is brought to you by Wimmer's Towing. Rob and Haley at Wimmer's Towing of Littlefork want to thank everyone for many years of business in the car repair field. Wimmer's Towing remains your choice to call when your vehicle needs a lift. 218-278-4346. Lola drives in, puts it up, and she'll go to the free throw line where she spent a lot of time the other night in War Road. 20 free throw attempts. This foul is going to be on Megan Galusha, her first, team first. She made 14 out of 20 free throws the other night. That's 70%. That's a fair number. It is also ties her for the school record. And the first free throw, not good here by Lola. So she's going to have to work to get that percentage to 70% now. 2nd and 2 on the way. This one's good. So 3-2 the lead for the Broncos here. 16:43 remaining in the first half on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. Off the bounce. Katie Schmidbauer pulls up the 3. That's not going to be good. It's going to go out of bounds and over to the Broncos. Tim Ringhofer coming to you from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press area. Welcome to start your voyage at Rainy River Campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-285-7722. Into the front court, Valenzuela gets a screen from Taylor, has it tipped away and stolen by Gustafson. 3-on-1 back the other way to Galusha. She goes right to the rack, and she draws the foul on Kale Taylor. Taylor's first foul, team foul number 1 on the Broncos here. Again, happy to have everybody along on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, yourliveevent.com for this battle by the border between the Vikings and the Broncos in girls basketball. Galusha, 2-pointer on the way, splash, down he goes. Foot on the line, close to a 3, and the lead to the Vikings at 4-3 as we approach 16 minutes remaining in the first half. Kale Taylor to Swenson on the near side. On the wing now to Valenzuela. Taylor, skip pass, back over to the near side to Valenzuela. Off the dribble, baseline jumper, off the backboard. Rebound into the hands of Gustafson. She races up the middle of the floor. two white jerseys back checked, but one of them is going to get called for the foul, either Taylor or Swenson. It is going to be on Swenson. Her first. Team foul number 2. Would have been Kale Taylor's second one, so maybe fortunate for the Broncos that Swenson picked one up. Into Davis. Her elbow jumper, no good. Long rebound going to be run down by Eidman. Eidman, bounce pass to Gustafson. She dribbles in, gets trapped, kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way by Schmidbauer. That was blocked by the Broncos. Valenzuela. Eidman comes up with the loose ball. Out to Galusha. One dribble. Gustafson, 12-foot jumper, won't go. Valenzuela the rebound. She quickly heads up the near sideline into the front court, and Gustafson gives her a little elbow as she goes by, and that'll be Cora's first, team foul number 2. You would expect to see maybe a little more physicality between these two teams, very familiar with each other. Into Kale Taylor, back to Gracie Swenson. Swenson dribbles towards the top of the key, lobs it to block to Tomczak, off the glass, won't go. Eidman another rebound for the Vikings. Hands it off to Gustafson, who dribbles up the center of the floor. Coach Chelgert calls the play right here in front of us as we are courtside. Katie Schmidbauer, top of the key. There's Kale Taylor picking up her second foul. She will be heading to the bench. As here comes Hannah Anderson. Dwayne's asking why. And I asked the same question. 27 feet away from the basket. No need to body check her. And I think that's what Coach Bears kind of looked at her like, you know, why? Where are we going with that foul? Gustafson, right wing. Towards the top of the key. Broncos in a 1-2-2. Lobbed into Schmidbauer. Lost the handle on it. It's on the floor. Now kicked out towards the timeline. Players on the floor. Nobody really possessing it yet. Ooh, Coach Sheldon gets a timeout. I don't think either player had possession, but this timeout is brought to you by Poking Horns Hardware, Hank of Littlefork. When you stop at Poking Horns, you always get small town friendly service with a smile. Vikings 4, Broncos 3. You're listening to high school girls basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
High school fans, falling and getting up is one of many lessons students learn when they participate in high school activities. It takes courage to show up and perform knowing that mistakes will occur. A missed shot, a bad pass. Mistakes are part of the game. Teaching young people is a valuable lesson in picking themselves up and starting over again. This message has been brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
Welcome back. Dumped into Schmidbauer at the block. She dribbles underneath the basket, and as she went underneath behind the backboard, she steps on the baseline, and it is Bronco basketball. 14:40 remaining here in the first half. Littlefork Big Falls 4, International Falls 3. To Hannah Anderson, right wing, three-pointer going up, off the rim. Rebound, another one to Lacey Eidman. She turns, pivots, gets it off to Schmidbauer. 2-on-2, she comes into the front court. She goes right at Lola, kicks it out. Hannah Anderson with the steal. Hannah Anderson tries to split through black jerseys, and Cora Gustafson tipped it away, and then they got their feet tangled up. No foul called, interestingly enough. I think if Hannah would have still been in possession of the ball, that would have been a foul, but none coming. Broncos bring it out from the baseline. It will be Valenzuela, Lola to bring it in. In the corner to Gracie Bissonette. Bissonette looks. Top of the key off a double screen. Valenzuela. Ooh, Schmidbauer gets through the double screen. Throw it over here towards Hannah Anderson and right through the legs and out of bounds and over to the Vikings. So, good read there by Schmidbauer as she came through and saw that, hey, something was going on. And she read that very well. Broncos in a 1-2-2. Cora Gustafson approaches the top of the key. Goes to Galusha on the right wing. Back to Gustafson. Top of the key to Schmidbauer. She dribbles to the right side. Leaves it for Galusha. Galusha dribbles in. Tries to shoot, and I think that was blocked by the Broncos. Hannah Anderson. Ball on the floor, picked up by the Vikings. Schmidbauer dribbles baseline. Pulls up from about 10. No good. Swenson the rebound. Eidman also there, and we'll get a held ball. Eidman, a rebounding animal right now for the Vikings, and the alternating possession is going to be in favor of LBF. Oh, it is Bronco basketball. Hang on. The arrow's pointing the other way, so I was like, yeah, am I seeing already wrong? All right, Viking basketball, 13:46 remaining here in the first half. 4-3, LBF leads into Schmidbauer. She lost the handle on it. Gets to Gustafson, three-pointer up. No good, long rebound. Can they save it before it goes out of bounds? No, it's going to be Bronco basketball. Slow start here for both teams. Not sure who that favors. Maybe favors the Vikings to keep this a little lower scoring. Lola into the front court. Dribbles near side. Now goes back to the top of the key. To Tomczak. To Anderson. Top of the key to Valenzuela. Long three up. Long three down. It goes. Lowell's got 4 points in the ballgame. The Broncos regain the lead at 6-4 with 13:20 left in the first half. Schmidbauer trying to dribble through some traffic. Loose ball picked up by Swenson. She protects the ball. Now comes back down the floor. Looks for Valenzuela. She gets pushed from behind before the shot, even though it went in. And it'll be Bronco basketball on the baseline. Let's see who the foul is going to be on. It's going to be on Galusha. Her second. Team third on the Vikings. Coming into the ballgame, this is Ellie Wendt for the Vikings. For the Broncos, coming in is Nora Sullivan. As going to the bench is going to be Schmidbauer for the Vikings and Bissonette for the Broncos. Ball comes in. Anderson into the corner. Valenzuela, three-pointer up, no good. Sullivan the rebound. She puts it up. She's fouled and one. So Nora Sullivan comes onto the floor. 6 seconds later, she's headed to the free throw line for the three-point play possibility. This foul is going to be called on Cora Gustafson. Her second. Schmidbauer right back in. Who's she coming in for? Galusha, who has those 2 fouls. Gustafson now has 2 fouls. Make sure I got that right. Forgot to write that 1 foul down, I think, for Galusha. So Nora Sullivan looking to complete the three-point play. Free throw is up. That is not good. Eidman gets the rebound. Broncos lead 8-4 here on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard as the Vikings come into the front court with Gustafson. Nora Sullivan now on the top of the 1-2-2. Right wing. Schmidbauer dribbles into the corner. Puts up the shot from there. Gets fouled, and she's going to be headed to the free throw line. So Schmidbauer will be looking for her first points of the game. Foul is going to be on Gracie Swenson. Her second. That's why I had a problem, because I put the number 5 foul for Littlefork on the Broncos side. All right, sub coming in after this first free throw by Schmidbauer. It's up, it's good. 8-5. Here comes Lydia Hepner into the ballgame. She's going to replace Miley Davis. 12:45 left in the first half. Schmidbauer looking to cut the Bronco lead to 2. Up. Rattles around, won't go down. Knocked out of bounds, I believe, by Gustafson. No, they're going to say knocked out by the Broncos. Stay with the Vikings. So Gustafson will bring it in. Not sure how that could be, but Dwayne's shaking his head, so I know I got one person in agreement. Try to go back inside to Gustafson. Stolen away by Sullivan. Off to Valenzuela, who will dribble it in to the front court. Far side for Hannah Anderson. On the wing now, Swenson. Three-pointer up. A little bit strong. Rebound to Tomzak. Kick back out. Tipped around to Valenzuela. Three-pointer up. No good. Gustafson had it. Tipped away. Tomzak puts it up. No good. Swenson put back. No. Rebound tipped outside. Tomzak comes up with it, and she's going to be tripped by Hepner. First foul on Lydia. 15 fouls. So early on, not too many fouls. Now we've got 9 combined for the 2 teams. Here comes Chesney Skrine in for Piper Tomzak. Gracie Swenson will bring it in from the near sideline right here in front of us at about 1/3 court. Gets it into Hannah Anderson. Big slap there by Schmidbauer. Didn't connect, luckily. Referee was right there looking. Swenson inside to Skrine. She's double teamed. And it's going to be a reach-in foul. And Coach Chelgren not happy. 33. That is Lacey Eidman picking up the foul. That is team foul number 6. The Broncos shooting free throws the rest of the way in this first half with 12:09 remaining. Valenzuela looking to bring it in. Sends it out to Sullivan at the free throw line. One dribble, elbow jumper. No good. Rebound batted around, run down by Wendt. She tried to go over the top of a double team, stolen away by Anderson. Now on the floor as Wendt knocked that one away. Anderson picks it up, goes to Sullivan. She makes a move, puts the shot up, and going to be fouled by Gustafson, and that is her third, if I've got that correct. It is black 14, so Cora has 3 fouls, and that is going to change the dynamics of this game greatly. I said be aggressive, but cannot get into foul trouble. That is 17 fouls on the Vikings just over 6 minutes in. Sullivan to shoot a pair. First free throw goes down. Went around the world about a time and a half, but it went through. 9-5 the lead for the Broncos. Galusha back in for Gustafson. So a player with 2 fouls back into the game for a player with 3 fouls. Second free throw is not good by Sullivan. Eidman, another rebound. That's 5 or 6 by my count, and that's just through the first 6 minutes of this game. Kaden Schmidbauer got away with the travel. Comes near side for Hepner. Goes back to Schmidbauer. That bounce pass was too hard. Stolen away by Anderson. Quickly up looking for Valenzuela. She tries to go inside. Sullivan got a piece of it. But a little contact there. Just couldn't get her body back under control. And he goes out of bounds to the Vikings. So 9-5 the lead here for International Falls on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Need a new battery? Score one tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of International Falls. Schmidbauer dribbles towards the right wing. Hands it off to Galusha. Tried to go back to Hepner. Tipped away by Sullivan, but picked back up by Hepner. She dribbles back across the timeline. Approach to the top of the key. Galusha right wing in the corner. Schmidbauer. She tries to go baseline. She gets cut off by Skrine and then throws it off of Skrine's foot out of bounds, and so we'll stay with the Vikings. This is our second to last regular season girls basketball game on Lace Country 104.1. As next week we'll have the Broncos, then we're going to have playoffs. Schmidbauer, after the inbounds pass, puts up the three-pointer from the corner, and she was fouled. Piper Tomczak going to come back into the ball game. It is on Gracie Swenson. That's her third. So now we've got two players with 3 fouls. Schmidbauer going to the free throw line. She's 1 for 2 from there. Free throw up. No good. A little bit strong. Tomczak in for Swenson. Swenson with 11:07 going out. I would suspect she may come back in this first half, but probably not until there's maybe 3 or 4 minutes remaining, depending upon how this game proceeds. Schmidbauer with the second of 2. Up. Good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 9-6 the lead for the Broncos with just over 11 minutes remaining. Valenzuela must have had a foot on the line. Wade thought that might have been a 3-point shot. It must not have been. Shot up by Sullivan. Put back by Tomczak. Missed. Gets her own putback and lays it in. Good persistence by Piper Tomczak. She's got 4 and the Broncos lead by 5 at 11-6. Here come the Vikings back the other way. Nearly stolen away by Valenzuela. Threw it right to Hepner, and then Hepner was thinking she was going the wrong way. She gets an over and back call. Kale Taylor back in with 2 fouls. She replaces Lola Valenzuela. Anderson will bring it in from the near sideline. Gets it into Taylor. Taylor, far side for Tomczak. She dribbles baseline. Pulls up from a dozen. Too strong. Sullivan looking to kind of come up with the rebound. She cannot. Stay tuned for our halftime show brought to you by Beyond Aesthetics and the Dent Shop. We'll have all the stats for you and give you a recap of the first half. Schmidbauer lost her dribble. Gets it off to Galusha on the right-hand side. Dribbles. Now heads towards the corner. Gets cut off there by Anderson and Tomczak. Pass it inside. Tipped out. Hepner comes up with the loose ball, but stolen away by Hannah Anderson. She gets it off to Kale Taylor, who dribbles up the far sideline. She attacks the basket. Leaves it for a wide open Chesney Skrine, who lays it in. Chesney has her first points of the ball game. The Broncos up by 7 at 13-6. Schmidbauer slows as she comes across the timeline. Dribbles to the right wing. Goes off to Galusha. Just a little bit out of her reach. Skrine thought she was going to come up with the steal, but couldn't find the handle on it, and it goes out of bounds to the Vikings. Broncos will go 2-3 on the inbounds pass. Lobbed in. Stolen away by Kale Taylor. She'll dribble away to the near sideline. Up to Nora Sullivan on the right wing. Hannah Anderson, top of the key. Nearly traveled, but got the ball out of her hands quickly enough. Tomczak, three-pointer from the right corner. Bottom of the net for Tomczak. That three-pointer brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 1-800-862-0175. Option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area, and it gives the Broncos a 10-point lead here. Schmidbauer, top of the key. Tries to split through the defense, puts up the off-balance shot. Tomczak the rebound. Off to Anderson. And she didn't get away with it. I was going to say she got away with the carry, but the referee said, no, you don't. And it's going to be Viking basketball. Here comes Aspen Watson into the ball game, the 8th grader. She will be coming in for Lydia Hepner. Wendt will be bringing it in from the far sideline. Into the backcourt to Schmidbauer, who comes right back into the front court. She dribbles left-handed, now right-handed as she goes to the right-hand side. Cadence goes out to Galusha, and they're going to get a reach-and foul in on Hannah Anderson. Her first, team foul number 6, so both teams will be shooting the bonus or 2 free throws the rest of the way here, as we've got 13 fouls called in less than 9 minutes of this basketball game. This should be reminiscent for the Broncos from their game at Warwood the other night when almost 50 or more fouls were called. Long inbounds pass, unable to be handled by Galusha, so we'll go over to the Broncos. 46 free throws the Broncos shot in the game on Tuesday night in Warwood. 46 free throws. That's crazy. Kale Taylor goes left side. Dribbles to the wing. And she's going to be fouled on Schmidbauer. Cadence was just persistent that she was going to get that ball away, and she just kept going after and after till the referee blew the whistle. Here comes the 1-and-1. So this could be a long first half with all the free throws that we could see here. Kale Taylor heads to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1, looking for her first points of the game. Spins the ball. 3 dribbles. Looks up. Fires. Good. She'll get the bonus as the Bronco lead increases to 11 at 17 to 6. 9:02 left here as we approach the halfway mark of this first half. 18-minute halves. Second free throw by Taylor rattles home, and it's 18 to 6. Schmidbauer jogs the ball up the floor. Broncos staying there 1-2-2. I don't expect to see them get out of that at all in this game. Schmidbauer dribbles in the corner, goes baseline, gets cut off, throws it in, stolen away by Sullivan. She'll dribble up the near sideline. Did she find a crevice? No, she goes off to Anderson at the left elbow. Out to Chesney Scrine at the top of the key. Taylor, left wing in the corner. Tomczak, three-pointer from the corner. Boom, it's going down, and we're going to get a foul and a chance at a 4-point play. As Galusha? No, after the play. Basket is good. And then I'll put it to you this way. I thought there could have been a chance that there was a 4-point play there because Tomczak kind of got stumbled into. Well, then Tomczak kind of gave a little push after the shot went up, and so she gets called for the foul. That's her first, and because it was after the shot, this is going to be a 1-and-1 situation as this is team foul number 7. So kind of a goofy situation, and if you've listened to me over the last, well, how long have I been doing play-by-play? 10-plus years? You know how I hate fouls 84 feet away from the basket. This one is one of those 84-footers and into the corner, so it's maybe even like 86 or 87 when you do the hypotenuse of it. Oh, that's too much. Galusha, first of the bonus free throw up, and it's good. Huh? The hypotenuse? Hypotenuse. Second free throw by Galusha is a little bit short. Rebound to Hannah Anderson. So 21-7 now the score on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Coming down the floor was Hannah Anderson. Got herself behind the backboard and tried to pass that one off. It went out of bounds. Coming in for the Vikings. This is number 34, Mary Rosenthal, the 8th grader. She gives Megan Galusha a break. 8.5 minutes remaining here in this first half. 21-7 in favor of the Broncos. Schmidbauer approaches the top of the key, gets a double screen, goes the right wing to Rosenthal. She gets trapped. Now, got to see if she can get herself out of trouble. Dribbled it through the legs of Chesney Scrine and onto the baseline. And it's going to be Bronco basketball. Here comes Lola Valenzuela back onto the floor. Who's she going to replace? Here comes Gracie Bissonette. Kale Taylor coming off. Nora Sullivan coming off. All right. 8:14 remaining. The Broncos lead by 2 full touchdowns at 21-7. As Valenzuela comes into the front court. Dribbles along the right wing. Gets to the elbow. Kicks it to the corner to Tomczak. That's got to go up. That's not going to be good. Rebound. Gracie Bissonette. And in the goes Gracie Bissonette's first points of the ball game. 23-7 with 8 minutes remaining here in the first half. Schmidbauer approaches the top of the key. Valenzuela probably got away by bowling Ellie Wendt over, and then the pass goes out of bounds and over to the Broncos. Hepner back in for Wendt. Wendt unhappy with being freight trained by Lola Valenzuela. I don't blame her. Thought that was a foul on Lola in my mind. So here come the Broncos. Anderson into the front court. Stops as she gets across the timeline. Goes to Valenzuela in the corner. Tomczak goes inside to Scrine. One dribble up. No. Anderson the rebound. Rosenthal over the back. Yes. And shooting a 1-and-1 here will be Anderson. So Mary Rosenthal picks up her first foul. That is team foul number 9. So now the Broncos, after this bonus attempt by Anderson, will shoot 2 free throws the rest of the way. Hannah Anderson, the junior, looking for her first point of the ball game. It's up. It's perfect. Broncos increase the lead to 17 now here with 7:40 remaining. Second free throw is up and is also perfect. So 25-7. Schmidbauer to bring it in. That drive to the hoop on that last play brought to you by Nagurski Transportation. Moving your product safe and fast. Nagurski Transportation is always looking for new professional drivers to join their team. Call Kevin at 218-689-2064. Dribbling along the left-hand side is Schmidbauer. Shot goes up short. Batted back in by Hepner. Coming up with it is Watson. Goes out to Schmidbauer and a kick ball on Lola Valenzuela. You don't see the kick ball very much anymore. That was a great defensive play in the day. I loved it, I guess, is probably what I'm trying to tell you. Sometimes that low pass was the only way you could get to it. Schmidbauer to bring it in. Hepner catches, turns, faces the basket. 35 feet away, comes to Schmidbauer on the left wing. She dribbles, gets herself into trouble. Ball on the floor. Gets back to Hepner, I believe, standing behind the referee. Yes, it is Hepner. Schmidbauer dribbles to the top of the key. Tried to kick it off, and a reach-in foul on Lola Valenzuela. Her first foul, team foul number 8. Schmidbauer will head to the free throw line. Here comes Gracie Swenson back in the ball game with her 3 fouls. Out goes Chesney Skrine. I figured with 3 or 4 left. How about with 7:03 left? Coach Barris bringing the junior back into the ball game. Free throw up by Schmidbauer. That's good. So Cadence right now 3 for 5 from the free throw line, and she gets the bonus. 25-8 here with 7:03 remaining in the first half on UNAP Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Second free throw is perfect. So Schmidbauer 4 for 6 from the free throw line. Hannah Anderson, baseball pass up to Valenzuela on the left wing. Skip past to Gracie Swenson on the right wing. She dribbles in. Pulls up from about 10, no good. Rebound to Hannah Anderson. Dribbles herself out of trouble. All over her is Rosenthal in the corner to Swenson. Swenson dribbles, gets to Anderson. Three-pointer on the way. That's too strong. Eidman the rebound for LBF. Schmidbauer up the far sideline. Gets yourself into the corner. Now in trouble. Double teamed, and she throws it off the knee of Piper Tomczak, and it is Vikings basketball. Here comes Megan Galusha back into the ball game. She's coming in for... Come on. It's going to be Rosenthal that's going to come out of the ball game. 6:31 remaining. Schmidbauer to bring it in from the baseline, far side of the basket. Tried to go outside. Valenzuela intercepted that. Lola dribbling away from some pressure, and now up the near sideline. Crosses over, center of the floor. Comes near wing. Swenson catches there. Hannah Anderson catches. Tomczak, her spot in the corner. Up, good. That's her third 3 of the ball game. All of them brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 1-800-862-0175. Option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area, and it's 28-9 in favor of the Broncos. Schmidbauer approaches the top of the key. In the corner to Galusha on the near side. One dribble. Back to Schmidbauer at the top of the key. Tipped away by Lola. Valenzuela tips it. Gets it caught up to it. Now puts it up in traffic. Won't go. Rebound Swenson. Righted herself. Got it up in that little square that Dwayne always talks about. If you put it in that square, it's going in. And Swenson puts it in. Her first points of the ball game. Wow. 30-9. Can't believe that came out of my mouth. Gracie over 12 minutes in, and then Lola's going to pick up her second foul. 40 feet away from the basket. And here comes Nora Sullivan into the ball game. 19 fouls now on each team as Piper Tomczak comes out of the ball game. 5:34 remaining. Lydia Hepner going to head to the free throw line looking for her first point of the game. This will be the last bonus free throws. We'll have everybody shooting 2 free throws from here on in here in the first half. First free throw is short. Swenson the rebound. She dribbles to the far side of the floor. Up to Valenzuela. She waits for everybody to get set up. Patiently. Now comes near side to Swenson. She catches at the right elbow. Dribbles to the baseline. Finds a wide open Bissonette. Left-handed shot up. Hey, that's supposed to go in if it hits in that square. Dwayne, it didn't. Sullivan up. In the square, it doesn't go in. You are wrong, Dwayne. Too hard on the second one by Sullivan. Here come the Vikings. Top of the key. Right wing. Schmidbauer dribbling. Juking and jiving off to Galusha. One dribble. Wanted to put the 3 up, and that wasn't there. Schmidbauer, the 15-foot 2 won't go. And the rebound to Hannah Anderson. Yeah, they had 2 good opportunities, and both balls spun all the way around the rim. Just would not fall in for the Broncos. Sullivan catches at the free throw line. One dribble to the right. Puts up the jumper. It's good. Nora Sullivan's got 5 points in the ball game. 32-9. The Broncos lead it with 4:40 remaining in the first half. Stay away from the square, Dwayne says. Schmidbauer to Hepner. Hepner has to retreat back to the timeline to get it. Nora Sullivan out there being aggressive. Rips it away. She's behind the defense. She goes for the layup. It's up. No good. Hannah Anderson gets the rebound. Puts it up off the glass and good. Anderson's first field goal of the game, and the Broncos lead by 25 at 34-9. Schmidbauer. And a reach-in foul on the Broncos. This is on Hannah Anderson. 2 free throws coming up for the LBF Vikings, as that is the second foul on Hannah Anderson. 10th team foul, and we're going to get a full change here. Coach Chelgren unhappy with something, and I'm not sure what exactly it is, but I got a feeling I'm going to find out here shortly when those 4 girls come off the floor. Ooh, Hepner's got blood, and lots of on her hand. It's on her face. I think she's bleeding from the hand, and she wiped it on her face. I think that's what it is. So coming out, Megan Galusha Lacey Eidman, and of course the bleeding Lydia Hepner into the ball game. Rosenthal, Cora Gustafson, and Miley Davis came back in. Also waiting to come back in is Ellie Wendt. Free throw by Schmidbauer, up and good. So this is 2 free throws. She's now 5 for 7 from the free throw line as the Vikings get into double digits as they trail 34-10. 4:09 left here in the first half. Second free throw is up. That is not good. And the rebound to Hannah Anderson reaching in. Aspen Watson, she gets the held ball. Alternating possession. It is Bronco basketball. Schmidbauer out. Went in. Bronco basketball. Coming up the floor with it is Anderson. Hannah goes to the far wing to Valenzuela in the corner. Bissonette cutting to the basket. Swenson, she puts it up, left it a bit short. Rebound knocked out of bounds by the Vikings. It will stay with the Broncos with 3:57 left here in the first half. Valenzuela to bring it in from the baseline, far side of the basket. Into Anderson. Baseline, Valenzuela. About 12 feet away. She says, that's my range right there. 36-10 for the Broncos. 3:50 remaining. Cora Gustafson with 3 fouls. Gets it to Davis at the elbow. Try to go back to Gustafson. That was tapped out of bounds, and I believe it will stay with the Vikings. Here comes Schmidbauer back in. Kendra Kelstead, first opportunity to play in the varsity game tonight. Who's going out? Lola Valenzuela with those 2 fouls. Eidman in. Galusha in. Out comes Rosenthal. Davis. Watson. Went. I think one of them, Watson's got to stay on the floor. Otherwise, they'll only be playing with 4. They don't want to do that. Gustafson to bring it in from the far sideline. Gets it to Schmidbauer, who dribbles into the corner. Double team there. Trapped. And a held ball. And alternating possession. Stay with the Vikings. And I hear somebody from behind me in the stands yelling, stay out of the corner. Here comes Ellie Ryan into the ball game, replacing Gracie Swenson. She almost looks happy that she's coming out of the ball game. I think she's happy that Ellie Ryan's getting a chance to play, I think, more than anything. Schmidbauer from the baseline. Lobs it outside. Gustafson catches. 3-pointer on the way by Schmidbauer. No good. Rebound. Eidman puts it up and in. Lacey Eidman, her first bucket of the ball game. And she should. She's had plenty of rebounds. Most of them on the defensive end of the floor. Down the floor, the Broncos come. Kelstead could not handle that pass from Anderson. She dribbles it on the sideline, and it's Viking basketball. Schmidbauer to bring it in. Hang on. We're going to do this over here as the referee. What's up? Chesney Skrine coming in for Gracie Bissonette. Gustafson approaches Nora Sullivan at the top of the key. Left wing to Schmidbauer. Schmidbauer, man, got hammered by Sullivan. No foul called. Wow. Picked back up by Schmidbauer. Gustafson. Long 3 on the way. No good. And out of bounds to the Broncos. Here comes Sylvia Valenzuela into the ball game, replacing Hannah Anderson. Kelstead dribbles it into the front court. Ellie Ryan, left wing. Skrine, elbow. Jumper, Nora Sullivan from the baseline. No good. Rebound, Skrine. She pivots, clears herself, now gets tied up, and we're going to get a held ball, and it'll be Bronco basketball. Here comes Aliana Koenig into the ball game, replacing Nora Sullivan. So the Broncos have no starters in the ball game right now. Basically, Chesney Skrine has started some, but basically the starting 5 for the JV team in for the Broncos. No JV game, just a junior high game tonight. Koenig, top of the key. 3-pointer with the left hand up, no good. And Valenzuela cannot save that before it goes out of bounds. And so it's Vikings basketball, 2:36 remaining here in the first half. Stay tuned for our Beyond Aesthetics and Den Shop halftime report. Schmidbauer walks across the timeline. Now puts a little pace to it as she comes near side to Watson, who dribbles to the top of the key. To Gustafson on the left wing. She dribbles. Off to Schmidbauer. To the free throw line. Shot up. No good. Eidman the rebound. She's attacked from all sides. And we're going to get a held ball. And it is going to be Viking basketball. Wow. Eidman got that rebound, and there were 3 white jerseys all over her. And not sure how that wasn't a foul, but ball comes in from the baseline. Galusha, 3-pointer up. No. Ryan the rebound for the Broncos, and she dragged the pivot foot as she tried to settle herself and get that pass off. So stay with the Vikings. Baseline. Throw in for Gustafson. Far side of the basket. Gary Chelgren looking in the corner. Wide open is Galusha. Finally gets the pass there, but too late. The Broncos recognize. Off to Gustafson. She steps back. Three-pointer from the top of the key. Too strong. Ryan thought she had an easy rebound. Gustafson came and knocked it out of her hands, but couldn't save it before it went out of bounds. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Gary Chelgren, man, that was some good jumping up and down there. I'm winded just watching him. Silvio Valenzuela. Chesney Shrine catches at the free throw line. Off to Kelstead. She dribbles in. Shot up, blocked, goes into the corner. Run down by Ryan. Back inside to Skrine. Outside to Sylvia. Kendra Kelstead dribbles in, and Cora Gustin just picked up her 4th foul on the body check. So she will have to come out of the game. Here comes Ellie Wendt. So going to the line to shoot 2 will be Kendra Kelstead, the sophomore. Her first free throw attempt here. Double bonus, as that was the 10th team foul, maybe the 11th. First free throw, no good. Hit the back rim. Looked like it was going to come in. Now here comes Ellie Wendt in for Cora Gustafson. Leading scorer onto the bench. That makes things difficult for the Vikings. She was there for about 5+ minutes earlier in this half with 3 fouls. Now she'll spend the last 144 on the bench with those 4 fouls. Free throw up by Kelstead, good. She'd have gotten a second opportunity at that one. Schmidbauer stepped into the lane too soon, but the free throw goes down. 37-12, the lead here. Schmidbauer with it in the front court. Top of the key. Right wing to Galusha. One dribble. Dumps it inside. Watson catches. Tried to go inside to Eidman. Tipped away by Koenig. On the floor. Coming up with it. Lacey Eidman. Wide open. Tried to go to Wendt. Stolen away by Koenig. She dribbles up the near sideline. Schmidbauer slows her down. To Skrine. Baseball pass to Ryan on the baseline. All over her is Galusha. She dribbles in. Gets by. Puts the shot up. And good. Ellie Ryan with her first bucket of the ball game. And it's 39-12 in favor of the Broncos with 1:10 remaining in the first half. Schmidbauer dribbles right, now comes left. Near side to Galusha. She couldn't handle the pass at the shoelaces, and it goes out of bounds. Here comes Miley Davis into the ball game. Lainey Taylor in. Peyton Glennie. Who else just came in? Oh, Neva Kokesh came in. So I think everybody on the Bronco bench has played here in the half. Into Skrine, 3-pointer from the near corner. That's a bit short. Went the rebound. Up to Schmidbauer. Kokesh catches up with her. Looking to cut her off. Schmidbauer puts a shot up. No. Rebound. A Viking player, I couldn't tell. That's Galusha. Shot no good. Rebound by the Vikings. 3-pointer by Davis. Off the front iron. No. Rebound to Galusha. Multiple opportunities for the Vikings here to Galusha. Dribbles to the baseline. Dribbles it out of bounds off of a Bronco player, so it will stay with the Vikings. Galusha to bring it in with 33.3 seconds remaining in the first half. Out to Wendt at the top of the key. Back to Galusha. 3-pointer up from the corner. Good. Galusha's 3 brought to you by, where's she at? There she is on my score sheet. 3-pointer brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 1-800-862-0175 option 5 for a ride in the borderline area. Kokesh. Katie got away with a travel. Kokesh didn't. At least that's the way I looked at it. Both of them dragged their pivot foot. 39-15 is the score here in favor of the Broncos with 15 seconds remaining. Schmidbauer goes right. Off to Galusha in the corner. She dribbles in. Puts up the shot in traffic. Off the rim. Won't go down. Katie saves it out towards the half-court line. And we're going to get a foul on, I believe, Kokesh, as Davis is going to go to the free throw line. Yes, it is going to be on Neva Kokesh. Her first. Double bonus coming up for Davis. She's got 2 points on the ball game. She'll head to the free throw line to see if she can come up with 3 and 4. Stay tuned to the halftime show brought to you by Beyond Aesthetics and the Dent Shop. First free throw, no good for Davis. 1.6 seconds remaining, so we'll see what kind of effort we get here off of the make or missed free throw. Will make lots of difference. Second free throw is not good. Touched, Galusha catches and did not get it up. She was not aware there was only 1.6 seconds left. Your halftime score, International Falls 39, Littlefork Big Falls 15. You're listening to High School Girls Basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Hometown Hobby and Crafts is your headquarters for all your craft and school projects. Hometown Hobby and Crafts has a large selection of colored paper, tag board, markers, colored pencils, and more to make that school project pop.
Hometown Hobby and Crafts has yarn,
Proud to
fabric.
offer local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sports guidance. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Advanced Concussion Management Program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year from Rainy Lake Medical Center.
Living here in northern Minnesota, we embrace all 4 seasons, and the cooler weather brings out the cooler toys. What's next on your wish list? A snowmobile, fish house, snowblower, new plow for the truck or wheeler? Say yes to winter fun and I'll help you finance it. Call today and make an appointment with me, Chelsea Melander, consumer lender at TrueStar. Can't make it in during business hours? That's okay. Apply on your own time or on the mobile app or online at TrueStarFCU.com. Brighter banking at TrueStar Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Hi, this is Chris Lassila, Vice President and Branch Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. From low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of artist experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on the amazing offers we're dropping this summer. Okay, not gonna lie, that was pretty good.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Winter, summer, spring.
Halftime here in the halftime show brought to you by Beyond Aesthetics at 3426 County Road 21. It is your place to go to give yourself a pampering hour or day. Call Beyond Aesthetics at 218-540-0149 or go to BeyondAestheticsDaySpa.com to make an appointment or to find out what they can do for you. Beyond Aesthetics is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. It's also brought to you by the Dent Shop at 1712 First Avenue West. It is the place to take your vehicle when you have a fender bender. They also have Rhino Pro protective linings, car starters, and lithium batteries. The Dent Shop, 218-285-9593. Your halftime score, 39-15 in favor of the Broncos. Early on, it was a back-and-forth battle. The Vikings took the early lead, then the Broncos tied it. The Vikings took the lead. The Broncos took the lead. The Vikings took the lead, and then from there, the Broncos took the lead back, and it pretty much went the way of the Broncos from there, as they have extended this lead out to as many as 27 at 39-12. They lead it by 24 here at the half at 39-15. Lots of fouls in that first half, multiple double bonus free throw attempts. So both teams in some foul trouble, with Gracie Swenson having 3 fouls for the Broncos, 4 fouls for Cora Gustafson, 2 for Megan Galusha, and also 2 for Hannah Anderson and Lola Valenzuela. So lots of foul trouble here for the teams. And somebody might say, well, 2 fouls at halftime is not too bad. Most coaches are going to have those players out of the game, do not want to keep playing that way. So we'll see what happens here in the second half. The biggest one is Cora Gustafson, obviously the leading scorer for LBF. If she's not in the ball game, it makes it very difficult when you take that best scorer off the floor for the Vikings. So we'll see what Coach Gary Chelgren decides to do at the start of the second half, whether he has Gustafson on the bench or on the floor. We're going to take another break here on the Beyond Aesthetics and Dent Shop halftime show. When we come back, we'll run down the scoring for you. You're listening to the halftime show for Bronco and Viking girls basketball on Lakes Country 104.1. RJBroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com. The Outdoorsman's headquarters and the Jug are continuing their customer appreciation sales through Friday, February 17th. At the Outdoorsman's, all guns are 5 to 15% off, 10% off all electronics, augers, fish houses, and trapping items. Everything else is 20% off store-wide. At the Jug, take 10% off store-wide, including sale-priced items. Before you shop elsewhere, check with us for the best products, the best prices, and the best customer service. The Outdoorsman's headquarters and the Jug at 1130 3rd Avenue in International Falls.
Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom, Consumer Loan Officer at Border Bank. Finding the right vehicle can be challenging these days, but finding a competitive loan rate is a breeze at Border Bank. If you are in the market to purchase a new or used vehicle, take the stress out of the car buying process. Stop in and visit with me to explore what amount and interest rate you would be qualified for. We're Border Bank, your consumer loan headquarters for new wheels. Member FDIC.
James Kennedy Trucking is a proud supporter of Littlefork Big Falls Viking sports. James Kennedy Trucking is known for reliability, dedication, and hard work, just like the LBF Vikings are. James Kennedy Trucking can provide various trucking services, gravel products, excavating, cat work, and more. We can help you with your large project for your home or business. Call for a free consultation and estimate at 278-4342. Good luck, Vikings, from James Kennedy Trucking.
Now is a great time to visit Falls Lumber Company's Design Center. We heat this building with fireplaces and stoves so you can feel the warmth, see how they burn, and check out which one is best for your home, cabin, or shack. We sell some of the best name brands in business: Cozy Heat, Yodel, Hearthstone, Napoleon, Regency, and more. Check out Falls Lumber Company's Design Center, something for everyone. 201 4th Street in the Falls.
Welcome back here to the LBF Gymnasium in our Den Shop and Beyond Aesthetics halftime show. Your score 39-15 in favor of the International Falls Broncos. Let's run down the scoring for you. Let's start with the visitors, the Broncos. Leading the way with 13 points is Piper Tomzak. She made 3 threes in that first half. Lola Valenzuela had 6, 5 points for Nora Sullivan, 4 for Hannah Anderson. A host of twos. Nick, where did that just come from? Kale Taylor, Gracie Swenson, Chesney Skrine, Ellie Ryan, Gracie Bissonette, all with 2 points. Kendrick Halstead with 1. The Broncos made 4 threes. 3 of those for Tomzak, as I mentioned. Valenzuela has the other. The Broncos, not too bad, 7 for 11 at the free throw line. Looking over at the Vikings, leading the way is Megan Galusha with 6, Kaden Schmidbauer with 5, 2 each for Miley Davis and Lacey Eidman. And the big story out of there, in my mind, no points for Cora Gustafson in the first half. Again, as I mentioned, the leading scorer held scoreless in the first half. That's a good reason why the Broncos lead it by 24 here at halftime. The Vikings made 1 3. That was by Megan Galusha. And the Vikings shot 13 free throws in that first half, and they made 6 of those. So that's where we sit at halftime. Your score, International Falls 39, LBF 15. The Broncos are back on the floor. The Vikings are not quite there yet. We're going to take a final break, and we'll come back with the second half here from the LBF Gymnasium. You've been listening to the Beyond Aesthetics and Den Shop halftime show for Bronco and Viking girls basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and on yourliveevent.com.
Winter National Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
Littlefork here. The halftime stats were brought to you by Snap Fitness. On Shorewood Drive is a 24-hour facility with free weights, machines, tanning, classes, and more. Customized, personalized training and nutrition programs are available. Give the gals a call at Snap Fitness. A call at 218-283-0020 as we are ready for the second half. Vikings lineup change. Coach Chelgren telling me that there is a lineup change as Hepner in. And I look, there's a three-pointer by Taylor just 10 seconds in. That's a long rebound coming up with his Lola Valenzuela. Lobbed inside to Swenson. She takes one dribble. Eidman rips it right out of her hands and comes up with the steal. Off to Davis, off to Galusha. Here come the Vikings back the other way. They throw it away. Taylor comes up with the loose ball. She attacks the basket. Going to get hammered by Megan Galusha as she picks up her third foul, and heading to the free throw line will be Kale Taylor. She's 2 for 2 from the free throw line in this game. And she will go right back there. And so on the floor for the Vikings, you've got Davis, Hepner, Schmidbauer, Eidman, and Galusha. First free throw by Taylor is good. On the floor for the Broncos, starting lineup. Tomzak, Lola Valenzuela, Kale Taylor, Gracie Swenson, and Gracie Bissonette. Second free throw up by Taylor. Oh, that went all the way around. No good. Rebound batted around. Taylor comes up with it. She puts up the 15-foot jumper. That one rattled around, won't go down. Swenson comes up with the rebound, taken away by Megan Galusha. So the Broncos, multiple opportunities there. They just come up with 1 point, and they lead at 40-15 on your Napa Auto Parts and PCA scoreboard. Pass tipped away by the Broncos, picked up by Taylor. She's going to get behind the defense, puts up the layup, and good. Taylor's first field goal of the ball game, and the Broncos lead at 42-15 here. Ooh, just about over and back there as Galusha left the ball, but Schmidbauer waited till she got her feet across and then touched the basketball. Right wing for Schmidbauer in the corner to Galusha. Lobbed inside, tipped away by Tomzak. Viking basketball. Tomorrow afternoon, Bronco hockey. Tomorrow morning, Coach's Corner. Joining me, the Bronco boys hockey team. I can't wait to have that conversation. We thought we were going to be talking about a playoff game on Tuesday. We're going to be talking about a playoff game on Saturday afternoon. There's an inbounds pass. Jumper by the Vikings, a little bit short, and the rebound to the Broncos. Valenzuela down the floor, right at Galusha, puts the shot up and in. Lola's got 8 in the ball game now as the Broncos increase the lead to 29 here with 16:40 remaining in the second half. Galusha had it tipped away. Down it goes to Eidman. She puts the shot up in the lane. That's no good. Bissonette had the rebound, knocked away by the Vikings. Coming up with it is Davis, and she's going to be fouled by Lola Valenzuela, her third, as Davis will head to the free throw line to shoot a pair. She's 0 for 2 from the line. To finish my thought on Coach's Corner, also joining me will be a tape interview with head coach Bill Engel of the Rainy River men's basketball program. They have their final regular season game tomorrow. They win tomorrow. They are at least co-champions of the North Division for the second consecutive year, as Miley Davis's first free throw was good. Here comes Ellie Wendt in for Hepner, who still has that scratch on her face. She's not bleeding, but she's going to have a little bit of a scar there for a bit. Second free throw up by Davis, no good. Rebound to Bissonette. She turns off to Tomzak, who turns, fires it up to Valenzuela. She attacks the basket on the right-hand side, puts it up, and one, as she draws the foul and still had the strength to put it in. Black 13 is the foul, so that is going to be on Ellie Wendt, her first foul. Team foul number 2 on the Vikings. Free throw by Valenzuela. Up and good. So Valenzuela, after going 14 for 20 the other night, now 2 for 3 in this ball game. 47-16, the Broncos lead it on your PCA and Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. Schmidbauer dribbles to the right wing. Dumps it in the corner to Davis. She tries to get by Bissonette, and she stepped on the baseline or fell onto the baseline as Bissonette tried to nudge her a little bit, and the referee giving her a little lenience, and the turnover on the Vikings. Bronco basketball, Taylor goes far side for Swenson on the wing. In the corner to Tomzak. She's going to fire from there. That's an air ball. Eidman the rebound. She turns, gets it off to Galusha, who dribbles up the far side. Gets it off to Schmidbauer. Schmidbauer dribbles near the top of the key. Now to the near wing. Dribbled it off her foot and out of bounds. Cadence looking a little fluster there. And the Bronco basketball. Valenzuela, right side to Swenson on the wing. She dribbles, gets into the lane, gets a little contact. The referee had his hand up but didn't blow the whistle. Shot was no good. Swenson comes up with the rebound, and she'll put it back in. She's got 4 points in the ball game, and the Broncos lead at 49-16. Schmidbauer stops as she comes across the timeline as Kale Taylor extends that 1-2-2 out towards her. Now gets a screen from Wendt into the lane, blocked by Bissonette. Schmidbauer's chance there, 2-on-0 for Kale Taylor. She had Lola Valenzuela as her wingman there to just guide her in, make sure she stayed right on course as Kale Taylor lays it in to give the Broncos a 35-point lead with just over 15 minutes remaining. Wendt comes near side to Schmidbauer. Schmidbauer dribbles in, puts up the shot. No good off the glass. Taylor the rebound. Valenzuela ahead of the defense. She gets the pass. Lost the handle on it. She was thinking, do I got to shoot this left-handed? No good as she came up with the loose ball. Swenson the rebound, steps through. That hit the bottom side of the backboard. Bissonette the rebound. Out to Taylor. Elbow jumper. No. Swenson another rebound. Puts it up. No good. And rebound to Lacey Eidman. So 4 opportunities there for the Broncos. They could not get it to go down. Timeout by head coach Gary Chelgren. We'll take it with him. Your score, International Falls 51, Littlefork Big Falls 16. You're listening to high school girls basketball on Lace Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and on yourliveevent.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Back here in Little Fork, this time all brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home that is professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen will take very good care of you. As we come out of the timeout, 51-16 in favor of the Broncos. It is going to be Viking basketball after the rebound by Lacey Eidman, and she has to be approaching double-digit rebounds in this game. She's been a force there on the glass for the Vikings. In the backcourt, coming in during that timeout was Rosenthal. She throws it in to Schmidbauer, who walks the ball up the floor and into the front court. Sullivan meets her there at the top of the 1-2-2. Comes to the near side to Rosenthal on the right wing as the Vikings go left to right. Rosenthal maybe got away with a travel there to Eidman. She puts the long 2 up, no good. Hannah Anderson, the rebound. I'll set the 2 teams for you because there were some substitutions at the buzzer there. To Sullivan, tried to go inside, tipped away by Rosenthal. To Anderson, Valenzuela. That ball had some English on it. She couldn't quite catch up with it, but finally picks it up on the near sideline. Tomczak, 3-pointer up, no good. Rebound. Rosenthal, she dribbles the ball up the center of the floor, comes to the near wing, slows it down as her teammates come to her. Schmidbauer gets cut off in the corner, poked away. Swenson comes up with the rebound after Valenzuela poked it away. Up to Anderson. She goes right to the basket against Rosenthal, no good. Galusha the rebound, reach in. Oh, the dreaded foul 80 feet away from the basket on Nora Sullivan. Her first, team foul number 2. Hepner in for Schmidbauer. Viking basketball here. Rosenthal. Galusha come into the front court. Also on the floor for the Vikings, you've got Davis, Eidman, and Hepner. Try to go to Davis. That's stolen away by Sullivan. She's behind the defense. Laid up, no good. Rebound, Valenzuela. Loa will put it in. 53-16 the lead here. 13-20 remaining. Galusha dribbles near side. Stops, leaves it for Davis. Davis back to Galusha. 3-pointer on the way. 3-pointer too strong. And the rebound batted around. Rosenthal had it momentarily and then lost the handle on it off of her leg, and it will go out of bounds to the Broncos. On the floor for the Broncos, Hannah Anderson, Lola Valenzuela, now Chesney Skrine, who's going to replace Piper Tomczak, Gracie Swenson, and Nora Sullivan. 13:07 remaining here in this ball game. Broncos up 53-16. Lola dribbles to the left wing, kicks it to Swenson. Down to the block to Skrine. Eidman pushes her away from the bucket, now out around the perimeter. Sullivan dribbles in, puts up the shot off the glass, no good. Hepner knocked it out of bounds, and I think, yes, it's going to stay with the Broncos. Broncos were kind of there close. I thought maybe they were going to get a touch on that before it landed out of bounds. Lola Valenzuela brings it in from the baseline from the near side to Anderson. Free throw line jumper, good. Hannah looked very comfortable with that shot, and she knocks down her second field goal of the game, and the Broncos lead at 55-16 with 12:40 remaining. Rosenthal, left side. Comes near side for Galusha. She dribbles to the wing. Lost her dribble, skip pass to Davis. Three-pointer on the way from there, nothing but the bottom of the net for Miley Davis. And that three-pointer brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175. Option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. Anderson in the corner to Sullivan. She pulls up from the short corner. That's no good. Eidman another rebound. Off to Hepner. She dribbles across the timeline. Right wing. Goes to Rosenthal near the top of the key. Broncos still in that 1-2-2. Gustafson now going to come into the ballgame. Schmidbauer 2 at the next whistle. Galusha, top of the key. Right wing now. Now back towards the top of the key. Poked away by Sullivan. Galusha will run it down and maybe got away with the over and back. Eidman at the left elbow. Hepner. Galusha, left wing. Davis near side, a little bit over her head. And now we'll get those two subs in. Coming out, Rosenthal and Hepner for the Vikings. 11:42 remaining here. 36 points is the lead. So if this game would stay at that score, it would be into running time once we go below 9 minutes. 1-3-1 here for the Vikings in the half court. Anderson near side to Valenzuela. Gracie Swenson catches on the left wing. And as she dribbles, there's a reach-in foul. It's going to be on Cadence Schmidbauer, her second. Team foul number 3 on the Vikings. So by this time in the first half, we had about 11 fouls, I think. We've only got 5 this half, so everybody kind of backing off a little bit. Into Anderson. Swenson, right wing. Corner. Skrine, three-pointer up. Too strong. Sullivan the rebound. Didn't see a good option, so she kicks it out to Lola, who puts up the three-pointer. No. Gracie Swenson the rebound. Turns outside to Anderson. She was going to put up the long jumper, but she got stopped. She dribbles in, kicks it out to Swenson. Swenson into the paint. Outside to Nora. Sullivan dribbles in. Wide open. Lola Valenzuela in rhythm. Three-pointer up. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Lola Valenzuela. Her second three of the ball game. That brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175. Option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area. Davis, three-pointer up. That was blocked by Valenzuela. Tipped and made it almost all the way to the backboard. Now the ball's on the floor, and we're going to get a jump ball. And it looks like it'll stay with the Vikings. For Lola now, she had 6 points at halftime. If you can believe this, she's got 10 already here in the second half. Viking basketball from the baseline. Cora Gustafson to bring it in. Not sure why the clock is running. But it is what it is, I guess. In it comes, stolen away by Sullivan. Up to Swenson. Swenson dribbles to the left wing, dumps it down to Skrine. She catches, puts it up, hits the bottom side of the rim. Sullivan, the rebound, kicks it out to Swenson. Three-pointer up, short. Rebound. Cora Gustafson splits through a couple of white jerseys. Now looking for room up the floor. Gets into the free throw line, tipped away by Hannah Anderson, and she'll be fouled by, Lacey Eidman, her second. Team foul number 4 on the Vikings. That steal brought to you by Northern Lumber. Free estimates, delivery to your worksite, and paint matching. Northern Lumber, everything to build anything. Located on Highway 53 at 307th Street in International Falls. Valenzuela. Anderson, top of the key. Three-pointer up. No good. Rebound to Skrine. She's now tied up, and they're going to call it jump ball. Could have been a foul. Close. Sub for LBF. This is Annika York. Her first action in this game. Out comes Lacey Eidman. It is Bronco basketball. Kicked out to Hannah Anderson. To Sullivan. She dribbles baseline. Kicks it down to a wide open Lola Valenzuela, who now has 18 points in the ball game as the Broncos lead at 60-19. With under 9 minutes remaining now, we're officially into running time. I think we've been in there before for a couple minutes already. I think the scoreboard operator got us there early. Okay. Davis in the corner for Galusha, just out of her reach, and it'll be Bronco basketball. Full line sub coming here for the Broncos. Kelstead, Koenig, Ryan, Sylvia Valenzuela, and Peyton Glennie in. I think the starters are done. I don't see them coming back into this ball game with it being a 41-point lead with under 9 minutes remaining. Kelstead into the front court. Gets it to Koenig. In the wing, down low to Glennie. She passes it out. Schmidbauer was the only one there. She's behind the defense. Good back check by Koenig to come up with the knock out of bounds, and it will be Viking basketball as we approach 8 minutes remaining. Schmidbauer to bring it in from the baseline. Fires it in the corner to Galusha. She catches. Three-pointer up, three-pointer down. It goes for Galusha. Her second of the ball game. 60-22. That three-pointer brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175. Katie, three-pointer from the left wing. That goes all the way around the rim, won't go down. Gustafson the rebound. Looking up. Now she didn't see that she could get the pass there. Sylvia Valenzuela, the back check coming all the way, poking it away and knocking it out of the bounce. And it will stay with the Vikings. Gustafson to bring it in from the baseline. Galusha, corner. I thought the three was going to go up. Hits Gustafson as she stepped in. Dribbles baseline. Back out to Galusha. Three-pointer up. Off the rim. Into the corner. Long rebound. Unable to save it was Davis, and it'll be Bronco basketball. Broncos play next Thursday at Deer River. That's their final regular season game. 3 games for the Vikings coming up. And I know they got to play Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, but do you think I can think of who they play on Monday for the life of me? No. In goes Koenig, but she traveled before she got to that point. So we'll turn it over to the Vikings. As I look at the calendar here, get that up. Schmidbauer into the corner to Galusha. Dumps it down. Caught by Davis. Couple of dribbles. Gets herself behind the backboard. Kicks it out. Nobody home. And the Vikings save it back in. No, it finally, they say it went off of Kelstead. It will be Viking basketball. So from the far sideline, bringing it in here now. Schmidbauer has it. So I said Monday, I meant Tuesday. That's exactly what I said, right? Galusha, right wing. In the corner it goes to Schmidbauer. She dribbles it off of the foot of the Broncos. So the girls on Tuesday play Northwoods at Northwoods. Then on Thursday, they are playing at Northland to play Hill City Northland. And then they play on Friday against Lake of the Woods. Those are those 3 games. Dribbling in was Galusha. We've got a foul here on the Broncos. This is going to be on number 10. No, 11. Couldn't read the other finger up by the referee. Peyton Glennie picks up the foul. Vikings bring it in. Catching it is York. York turns, gets into Schmidbauer. Three-pointer from the right wing. Good for Kate Schmidbauer. Her first field goal of the game. And we got under 5.5 remaining, and now Schmidbauer going to pick up the foul on the far side as she tried to cut Kelstead off. That three-pointer brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 1-800-862-0175. Here comes Lainey Taylor into the ball game. She replaces Peyton Glennie. Far sideline, Katie to bring it in. Schmidbauer in the face of Sylvia Valenzuela. They get it in to Kelstead. Kelstead off to Sylvia Valenzuela at the top of the key. Try to go far side, stolen away by Galusha. She's got Schmidbauer with her on the 2-on-1. Gets it to Cadence. Blocked. No. Foul on Lainey Taylor. 2 shots coming up here for the Vikings. So Lainey Taylor, her first foul, the 8th grader. That is the 4th team foul on the Broncos. 4:40 and counting remaining. Katie Schmidbauer goes to the free throw line. She is 5 for 8 from the free throw line in this ball game. Free throw is up. It rattles home. 60-26. This is a 7-point run night right now for the Vikings. Let's see if Schmidbauer can make it 8. Couple dribbles, puts it up, puts it down. So it is an 8-point run here for the Vikings. Here come the Broncos. Valenzuela, Sylvia into the front court. Gets it to Katie. She dribbles in. She attacks the basket. Blocked by York. Loose ball, held ball, and it will be Bronco basketball. Under 4 minutes remaining here. Stay tuned for the post-game show. Viking basketball, thank you. Was looking at the button, thought I had it right, but I was wrong. Gustafson dribbles near the top of the key. 360. Comes to the right wing. Three-pointer up. No. Rebound to Lainey Taylor, who gets it off to Sylvia Valenzuela, who pitches it to Ryan, who gets it back to Sylvia. Sylvia spins in the backcourt to clear herself. Gets it up to Lainey Taylor with those nice orange shoes, those bright fluorescent orange shoes. You can't miss her. Top of the key. Three-pointer by Sylvia Valenzuela. No good. Rebound to Galusha. Goes into the corner. Now she's in trouble, and then body checked by Lainey Taylor. And running down the floor just about was head coach Gary Chelgren. He wanted that foul called. in the worst way. Coming in, 2 subs, 1 for each team. For the Broncos, coming in is Neva Kokesh. That sends Ellie Ryan to the bench. Coming out of the ball game is Miley Davis. Going in for the Vikings is Remy Drews. In the corner, Schmidbauer, 3-pointer up, no. Rebound, 2. Taylor Laney for the Broncos gets it off to Sylvia Valenzuela. Under 3 minutes remaining. Sylvia into the front court, being hounded by Caden Schmidbauer. Far side, Kokesh dribbles, kicks it out to Laney Taylor. Down to the block to Kelstead. That's up, that's no good. Kelstead will wrestle with Cora Gustafson for the rebound, and it will be Bronco basketball. I think I got it right this time, folks. Katie will throw it in from the baseline. In. Kokesh catches, had it blocked by Galusha. Loose ball, who did go off of? It's black basketball, I hear the referee say. So as we approach 2 minutes remaining here, Broncos going to pick up the win here in this battle by the border between the Vikings and the Broncos. Schmidbauer, far side for Galusha on the wing. She dribbles into the corner, lost the handle on it. On the floor, Sylvia Valenzuela rips it away to Kokesh. To Laney Taylor, who dribbles up the far sideline. Stops, gets it to Sylvia. Near side, Kelstead catches. Long 2 on the way. No. Kokesh the rebound. Put back up good. Neva Kokesh onto the scoreboard. 62-27. That stops that 8-0 run by the Vikings. Minute and a half remaining. Schmidbauer dribbles in. Gets cut off. Leaves it for Cora. Pulls up from 18. No. Rebound. 2. Koenig. She dribbles up the near sideline. Kicks it to the near side to Kelstead. Top of the key to Koenig. Far side for Sylvia Valenzuela. To Kokesh on the right wing in the corner. Laney Taylor, 3-pointer up. No, hit the front iron. Sylvia the rebound. She puts it up as she gets past Drews and lays it in. So Sylvia Valenzuela onto the scoreboard. 64-27 here with a minute remaining. Schmidbauer dribbles towards the near sideline. Gets cut off. Looking for somebody to pass to. Gets it to Drews. Drews had it knocked away by Sylvia Valenzuela. Behind the defense. Now catching up. Galusha and Schmidbauer. Galusha knocked it away. Now they wrestle for the ball, and it's a held ball, and it's going to be LBF basketball with just about 35 seconds remaining here. Shot clock is off. It was really never on, but it turns off when you go under 35 seconds. That's what's up on the board. We'll have that next year, folks. Shot clock all the way around. York blocked. Shot is blocked, by the Broncos, and we'll get a held ball, and it will be Bronco basketball with under 20 remaining in this basketball game. Full court pressure here by the Vikings, and Schmidbauer's like, wait, shouldn't that be our basketball? No, you got it the last time, Cadence. I promise. Vikings back up, under 10 remaining. Kokesh dribbles into the front court. Poked away by Schmidbauer. Kokesh comes up with it to Kelstead near side. 1 second remaining. She fires up the 3 and is no good. Your final score, International Falls 64, Littlefork Big Falls 27. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the postgame show. You're listening to Viking and Bronco Girls Basketball on Lakes Country 104.1 and rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
A message from CAPE, Couchiching Area Prevention and Education. Be present. Most Falls High students do not feel pressured to drink alcohol by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Couchiching County through prevention, education, collaboration, and shared leadership to reduce alcohol and tobacco use among youth and young adults. Together, we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities grant funding.
The Propane Gas Association recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Woo! Let's get crazy!
In movies, when someone at a party jumps into a pool fully dressed, everyone cheers them on and jumps in too. Just so you know, in real life parties, nobody jumps in after you. You just look stupid.
Come on, jump in. Come on.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Welcome back here to the LBF Gymnasium in our post-game show and being joined by Lainey Taylor. She's freaking out, everybody. She is absolutely stressing. You've talked before, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to even turn you up just a little bit more.
Okay.
And you've talked to your friends, but you never talked on the radio before. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah.
If you just think that we're just having this conversation and there's nobody else listening, everything's going to be great. Good win here for the Broncos, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think that the team did well tonight to get the win here?
Passing and just working as a team.
You know, I thought the defense was pretty good. Did you feel like that was a good thing for the Broncos as well?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about your game. What's the best part of your game? What do you do best? Whether it's in the JV game, maybe not tonight. What do you do best? What do you feel like is the best part of your game?
Defense.
Defense.
Yeah.
You like to get. Do you get that from who? Who instilled the defensive in you?
I don't know. I just think I play better on defense than offense.
And good defense leads to good offense, right? Yeah. That's what it's all about. Okay, one game remaining next week against Deer River. What's Coach Bear's going to have you guys working on next week to get ready for the Warriors game? Because you remember you guys won by 1 point when you played Deer River at home back in December. What are you guys going to be working on?
I don't really know. Just it all depends on what they're running and what defense we would run against them.
I like that answer. Lainey Taylor, thanks for being here. Nice game. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Lainey Taylor joining us here on the post-game interview. We'll take a quick timeout. I'm going to make sure that I got the stats all dolled up here and perfect, and then we'll come back. We'll run those down. Your final score, International Falls 64, Littlefork Big Falls 27. You're listening to the post-game show for Viking and Bronco girls basketball on Lakes Country 104.1, rjbroadcasting.com, and you're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Howard Cenex East invites you to see all they have to offer. Cenex East carries Canadian bakery bread, Wisconsin's best meat and cheese sticks, and other healthy snacks, along with a wide variety of chips, candy, and beverages. Howard Cenex East offers a 7-cent per gallon discount on gas and fuel when paying with cash. Hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 9 to 6, and closed on Sunday. If you're looking for fun and rewarding jobs, stop into Cenex East and pick up an application. Howard Cenex East, Highway 53.
A few flurries possible at times tonight, otherwise cloudy skies expected. Lows around 14, westerly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overcast again tomorrow, 31. Cloudy skies expected tomorrow night, snow likely 20. 1 to 3 inches of snow tomorrow night through Monday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki from the Weatherology Weather Center on Lakes Country. Currently, it's 26.
Back here at the LBF Gymnasium in the post-game show. Final score, International Falls 64, Littlefork Big Falls 27 in high school girls basketball. So the Broncos sweep the season series from the Vikings. And I'm thinking back, 73-38, so 35 points. This time 37. So both games relatively the same type of ball game as the Broncos win by 30-plus points. Let's talk about our scoring here. And let's start off with the Vikings. Leading the way with 10 points was Cadence Schmidbauer. She was 7 for 10 from the free throw line. She also made a 3 for those 10 points. Megan Galusha had 9 with a pair of threes, 6 points for Miley Davis, and 2 for Lacey Eidman. The Vikings went 9 for 17 from the free throw line. They made 4 threes in the ball game. And again, surprise to me. I mentioned it at halftime. Cora Gustafson did not have a point at halftime. She ended up scoreless in this ball game. If you'd have told me that that's what was going to happen in this game before the game started, I would have said there's no possible way that that could happen, but it did happen here this evening. Lola Valenzuela led the way for the Broncos with 18. She had 12 in the second half, made 2 threes, 1 in each half. Piper Tomczak, 13 points. All of those in the first half on 3 made threes. 7 points for Kale Taylor, 6 for Hannah Anderson, 5 for Nora Sullivan, 4 for Gracie Swenson, and then a plethora of 2s for Sylvia Valenzuela, Neva Kokesh, Chesney Skrine, Ellie Ryan, and Gracie Bissonette, and then 1 point for Kendra Kelstead in this ball game. 5 3-pointers made for the Broncos, 9 for 14 the Broncos from the free throw line. So they shot about 60% against Warroad the other night. That's right about where they are in this ball game this evening, as they were just over 60%. So they need to stay there if they're going to make a run in the Section 7 2A playoffs. Well, let's talk about our players of the game. And let's first talk about the Littlefork Big Falls Vikings. And it's brought to you by North Star Electric. The power of human connections can be seen on and off the field. And the same is true with North Star Electric. And I'm going to go with Lacey Eidman. I thought she was absolutely outstanding on the boards. She only had the 2 points, but it isn't all about points. She was about defense and about rebounds. And I thought Lacey Eidman played really, really well here tonight. So congratulations to Lacey Eidman. She is the Energy Star Player of the game from North Star Electric for the Littlefork Big Falls Vikings. Looking over at the Broncos, I'm going to go with Piper Tomzak. She hit those 3 big threes in the first half, kind of gave the Broncos some breathing room, and part of that was her shooting from the perimeter. So congratulations to Piper Tomzak. Our post-game show is brought to you by Delac Logging. If you have logging needs, let Delac Logging be your first choice. Call 218-278-4710 or stop at 4778 County Road 22, in Littlefork. Our sleeper moment of the game, and it's brought to you by Northland Sales and Service. Northland Sales and Service can help you get a good night's rest with brands like Serta. You will wake up feeling refreshed and ready to tackle another day. Northland Sales and Service also has pillows, sheets, and mattress protectors. Stop in today and let Tony and Maya help you start getting your best sleep. Northland Sales and Service, 500 3rd Street in downtown International Falls. My sleeper moment of the game is the same for both teams. The back checking, it's a hockey term, I understand that, folks. But there were times when players looked like they were going to have sure breakaways, and then all of a sudden 1 or 2 players would come from behind and be able to knock that ball away. And so that sleeper moment, coming from behind and not knowing that the defender was there. So that's brought to you by by Northland Sales and Service. I'm looking at my sheet and where I needed to go, what else I needed to get in, and multitasking. And our comeback moment of the game, brought to you by Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center at 1322 3rd Street. When you need to make a comeback due to back, neck, or leg pain, call Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center at 218-283-2243 and let Alessa Clarity get you on the road to recovery. Well, in this game, the Broncos just kept coming with those players, and they were able to bring the players off the bench, the JV players. Everybody scored, and I don't mean to single people out, but there were only 3 players that didn't score for the Broncos, and they dressed 15 players in this game, and they were able to get everybody out onto the floor and get a good opportunity to, with no JV game here tonight, by the way, to get some of those younger players out and get them some time tonight as we approach the end of the regular season. Again, the Broncos with 1 game on Thursday next week, the Vikings with 3 games on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then the Vikings will play a playoff game more than likely on Monday the 27th. That could very well be a home playoff game. And of course, if it is, wherever it is, we will have it for you on Monday the 27th. Did I get everything done here, Dwayne? Does it look like? I feel like for everything, there were only 2 timeouts called in that game. 2. You guys they got to give me a break here. Not by the Broncos. Yeah, Coach Barris, he likes to go home with those timeouts in his pocket. He's got a big accumulation of timeouts in his pocket there. Again, you've been listening to the Delac Logging post-game show. If you have logging needs, let Delac Logging be your first choice. Call 218-278-4710 or stop at 4778 County Road 22 in Littlefork. The junior high game, that went to LBF by a final score of 23-16. So a split between the 2 teams here tonight. That's going to wrap it up from Littlefork. For Dwayne pushing all the buttons on the video side, our camera guys, I'm not sure who was back there. I think they got the job done. I hope you enjoyed it there. We'll talk to you tomorrow as we will have Coach's Corner starting at 9:03 live from Hardee's, as we'll be talking to the Bronco Boys hockey team and to Bill Engel, head coach for the Rainy River men's basketball team. And then we're going to have Bronco hockey, playoff hockey for you from Bronco Arena. Pregame to start at 1:10 as the Broncos take on the Moose Lake Area Rebels. We'll talk to you tomorrow, everybody. Good night from Littlefork. You've been listening to